Hi everyone, what we've got today is my new Vauxhall Astra 2002. It's in the state. What we're going to be doing today is, as you can see, a oil change, oil filter change and an engine flash. The reason I'm doing an engine flash is because I want to get rid of all this junk inside. I'm also going to be removing the valve cover to clean all this from inside. I'm also going to be removing the engine sump because, as you can see, it's probably can't see, but it's also leaking. So I'm going to be removing those two to reseal it. So yeah. So let's start from the engine flash. I'm just going to put it in. The engine's warmed up already. You need to bring it to normal operating temperature before you put this in. Close this lid. Take all this from here and just start the car and let it run for around 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will drain the oil. First I'm thinking of removing the sump and then resealing it, put it back, and we'll get to the valve cover next. Clean it from inside and put it back, and we will see. After 20 minutes we're going to turn the engine off. And now what we're going to do is remove this cap, remove the dipstick, just pull it out a little bit, and we're going to go under the car to drain the oil. In my case, it's I'm not sure if you can see, it's a 19mm ratchet spanner. Let's crack it loose. Get your oil pan underneath, and then remove the plug. So as you can see probably now, it's all leaking from this joint here. That thing is leaking from just from the corner, and it's leaking from there as well. So I'm going to be removing this whole sump. To do this I'll have to remove this 1, 2, 3 nuts. Be careful with them, spray them with WD-40 because they may crack, they may snap. So while the engine oil is draining out from the bottom, what you can do is remove this oil filter here. To remove this filter I'm going to be using a oil filter wrench. It's a Rolson one, as you can see. So yeah. Some things they can be pretty hard to undo, but this one was pretty loose. Before you remove it completely, make sure you've got some bucket underneath the filter, as some oil can come up. So move it. And as I thought, some of the oil from the filter came out. That's not a problem. And be careful, make sure you wear some gloves or something, as it's pretty hot. And yeah, that's your filter. So what you want to do next is take your old filter and new one, and what I like to do is just basically place this filter on top of this and make sure that the seal is the same size, and as you can see it is. If you want the part number, that's the filter from Halfords. This is the part number HOF201W. Before you put the new filter, I always want to make sure that I get some old oil and lubricate the seal before I put the new filter in. When you put new filter in, you always want to make sure that you don't use any of the tools to tighten it. You always want to do it by hand. My tripod is a bit too big to go underneath the car, so I can't really show you what I'm doing, but I'll just tell you, because basically what you have to do is spray some WD-40 on those 3 nuts, wait for like 5 to 10 minutes, try to take them off. If they don't come out, do not stress them, as they may snap. So what I'm going to do is put WD-40 on all 3, try to take them off, remove it, just pull it down. I'm not going to remove the whole exhaust, just going to pull it down. Next thing is I'm going to remove all those, I think they E10 female torques all around the sump. So basically it goes on the side, on the front, on the back, and I think there is 2 of them in here, in 1 and 2. There's 2 holes. You can't really see the bolt because it's all the way into the inside, you know, like around halfway. So you need to get an extension and try to get the bolts. Try to get those bolts. But yeah, basically make sure you remove all the bolts that holds the sump. So after I do it, I'll come back to you. As you can see, the sump is off now. Those 18 E10 E10 bolts. I just use 8mm 6-point socket. So yeah, so now I will have to clean it. I'm going to remove all those bolts that holds this piece of metal and clean it all out. And just spray. Make sure after you remove it, make sure you put at least one nut just to hold the whole exhaust. You have to remove those. Those rubbers from there, and disconnect your O2 sensor, which is just around there. So yeah, and that's the engine from inside. It's all kind of clean. So yeah, I'm gonna give the sump a good clean, and I will speak to you after clean. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is remove the valve cover. We'll be removing this clamp. With this clamp I will have to use a pick. Take it off. Okay, remove it. And this one as well. As you can see, 2 of the bolts, this one and this one, so rusted that they rounded off. I have to So I had to knock a 9mm on. It should come off. I will be replacing those two bolts for 10mm bolts, so I don't have the same problem if I will have to take it off again. And now, after you have all the bolts removed, pull this down and they should come off. If it doesn't come off easily, then just pry it a little bit. But be careful with it because it's plastic. Do not crack it. Just like that, you remove your valve cover. And as you can see, there is I can't see any of the white stuff, so hopefully it's just the condensation that was on top of that cover, because as you can see, you can't even see the white stuff here. There is some underneath this plastic. I'm not sure if I can take it off, but I'll try. If not, then I'll just dip it in some, I don't know, brake cleaner or something, and try and clean it as best as I can. While you're here, you can inspect your camshaft. As you can see, this one is pretty worn. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just zoom in. As you can see, they're pretty worn out. But for now, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I've planned to do, and we'll see. I might change this camshaft in future, but for now, you have to stay as it is. So I'm gonna quickly give this a wash, and I'll speak to you guys when I finish. So as you can see, I've cleaned the whole sump, put it back together. I degreased the area that I'm going to place the silicone, which is around this edge. So degrease it, clean the silicone off the engine from the bottom where you took the sump off. Make sure it's clean and dry. And I'm going to use some black silicone. Black silicone. That's what I've used for the rock cover. So, yeah. That's it. And now all you have to do is just pull the exhaust down, wiggle this in, and put all the bolts back on and tighten it, and that's it, job done. As you can see, I'm all done now. So I've resealed this, the rocker cover. I've topped the, well, before I top the oil, I've put the sump, I've put the oil sump back, as you can see, it's all tight. I've changed those 3 bolts as they were rusted, so I've replaced them. Put everything back on the bottom. Make sure you tighten the drain plug. So yeah, put the rocker cover back. Top the oil up. Replace the filter. So now what we want to do is start the car and check for any leaks. If there is none, then run the engine for about 2 minutes, turn it off, recheck the oil, top up if needed, and you're done. So as you can see, I'm finished. There's no leaks. The engine is actually much quieter than it was before. So yeah, my job is done here. If this video helped you, leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for videos like this. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.